Welcome back to another session. In this session, I will discuss about the use of chi-square test in genetics and the methods of calculation of chi-square test for goodness of fit for genetic crosses. Once we have performed an experiment, how can we tell if our results are significant? For example, say that we are performing a genetic cross in which we know the genotype of the parents. In this situation, we might hypothesize that the cross will result in a certain ratio of phenotypes in the offsprings. But what if our observed results do not exactly match with our expectations? How can we tell whether this deviation was due to this chance? The chi-square test allow us to determine whether our data are consistent with our hypothesis or not. Chi-square test is used to measure the differences between the observed and expected frequencies according to an assumed hypothesis. For more details about working procedure and other associated topics with chi-square test, such as test of hypothesis, level of significance, degree of freedom, etc., you can see my previous lectures by following the links given below in the description section. Chi-square test is also applied as a test of goodness of fit, and it is used to determine whether the actual or observed values are similar or in good agreement with the expected or theoretical values. Now it is important question to answer in any genetic experiment is how can we decide if our calculated data fits any of the Mendelian ratios. In this way, Karl Pearson got a most significant achievement in 1900 when he developed a statistical test called Pearson chi-square test, and it is also called as the chi-square test for goodness of fit. Pearson chi-square test is used to examine the role of chance in producing deviations between the observed and expected values. The test depends on an extinct hypothesis because it requires the theoretical expected values to be calculated. The test indicates the probability that chance alone produced the deviation between the expected and the observed values. When the probability calculated from Pearson chi-square test is high, it is assumed that the chance alone produced the differences. Conversely, when the probability is low, it is assumed that a significant factor other than chance produced the deviation. Now, the Pearson chi-square test for the goodness of fit. Thus, the chi-square test for goodness of fit is a statistical method used to evaluate the role of chance in causing deviations between the observed and the expected numbers of offsprings produced in a genetic cross. The formula for the calculation of chi-square test for goodness of fit is chi-square test equal to sigma whole square of O minus E upon E, where sigma equal to sum up or summation, O equal to the observed values and the E equal to the expected values. Now the working procedure of chi-square test for goodness of fit is, in first step, set up the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis for the given genetical problems. In second step, calculate the expected frequencies E for all the values. In next step, take the difference between E's observed frequency and the corresponding expected frequencies for E's values, that is O minus E. In next step, square the differences for each value, that is we have to square of O minus E for each given values. In next step, divide each square differences by the corresponding expected frequencies, means we have to calculate the whole square of O minus E divided by E for all the given values. Then add all the results obtained in the step 5 to get the final sigma chi-square value for the goodness of fit. Now calculate the degree of freedom. Then find the critical value or the table value of chi-square test. For the critical value table of chi-square, add the level of significance alpha and the degree of freedom. Finally, we have to compare the calculated chi-square value with the critical chi-square value found in an chi-square distribution table. If our calculated chi-square value is less than the critical value, then we will accept the null hypothesis. If our calculated chi-square value is greater than the calculated value, then we will reject the null hypothesis and will accept the alternative hypothesis. Now here I will take an example to understand how to calculate the chi-square test for goodness of fit. With the help of the genetical problem, we will try to understand how to calculate the Pearson chi-square test for goodness of fit. Here, the problem is in a cross between red and white flower pea plants, the F2 individuals segregated into 787 red and 277 white flower individuals. Test that these results agree with the expected Mendelian ratio, that is 3:1. Here we have to apply the chi-square p-value at 0.05 level of significance. To solve this genetical problem, first of all, we will assume the null hypothesis. Null hypothesis states that there is no significant difference between two variables. Thus, in this problem, we can assume that there is no significant variation in F2 segregated individuals, means the obtained individuals in F2 generations follow the Mendelian ratio, that is 3:1. So, we will set up the null hypothesis as the F2 individuals segregated into 3:1 ratio. After assuming the null hypothesis, now we have to write up the alternative hypothesis. As we know, the alternative hypothesis is always contradicts the null hypothesis and states that there is a significant difference between two variables. So, here we can set up the alternative hypothesis as the F2 individuals are not segregated into 3:1 ratio, whereas they may be segregated into 1:1 ratio. Thus, we will write the alternative hypothesis as the F2 individuals segregated into 1:1 ratio. Now, we will do the calculations. To calculate the chi-square test, first of all, we have to draw a table having 5 columns. Now, in first column, we will put the observed value O. Here in question, the observed value, they have two individuals segregated into 787 red and 277 white flower. So here, red individuals are 787 and white pea plants individuals are 277. Now we will add these two values, and by adding these two individuals we will get 1064. Now in second column we will write the caption expected value E. Now we have to calculate the expected value from the observed value. To calculate the expected value, first of all we will divide the total number of individuals in F2 generation or the total number of observed value into 3:1 ratio. So we have to divide 1064 into 3 plus 1,
equal to 4 equal parts. Thus here we will divide 1064 by 4, and by solving this we will get 266. So each part value is 266. Now we will calculate the expected value for the red flower. The first of our ratio is 3. So it has 3 parts and its value becomes 266 multiplied by 3 equal to 798. Likewise, we will calculate the expected value for the white flower plants. Here, the second part of our 2 ratio is 1. So, it has only one part, thus its value will be 266 multiplied by 1 equal to 266. Now, we have the expected frequency for red flower is 798 and white flower for the expected frequency is 266. Now we will put these two expected values into the second column. Now here we will write 798 for the red flower and 266 for the white flower. Now in third column we will write the caption O minus E, means observed frequency minus by expected frequency, and here we will calculate the variation between observed frequency and expected frequency. Now in first column the observed frequency is 787 minus by 798, thus we will obtain minus 11. For the white flower, here we have the observed frequency is 277 minus by the expected frequency 266, and by solving this we will get 11. Now in fourth column we have to square this value, thus we will write the caption is the whole square of O minus E. Now here the square of minus 11 will be 121, and again the square of 11 will be 121. Now here to calculate the Pearson chi-square test for goodness of fit, we will apply the formula chi-square equal to sigma whole square of O minus E divided by E, where sigma means the sum up or summation, O equal to the observed value and the E equal to the expected value. Now we will at the last column, or in the last column we will write the caption chi-square equal to whole square of O minus E divided by E. Now in this column we will calculate the chi-square value for each data or each variables. Now here the first variable is red flower pea plants. To calculate the chi-square for this variable, we will put this value into this formula. Now here the whole square of O minus E value is 121, and the expected frequency E is 798. By solving this we will get 0.151. And for the second variable white flower pea plant, here the O minus E whole square O minus E value is 121, and the expected frequency 266, and by solving this we will get 0.454. Now we will add these two chi-square value to get the sum up or summation value of overall value of chi-square test. Now we'll write the caption as the chi-square value will be, by adding these two values, we will get the overall chi-square value, that is 0.605. Now here we have the calculated chi-square value for the given genetical problem is 0.605. Now we will have to calculate the degrees of freedom for the given problems by applying the formula df equal to n minus 1, where the n is number of variables or number of observations in a given problem. So here we have the number of variables or observations are 2. One is the red flower pea plants and the second one is the white flower pea plants. So here n equal to 2. Now we'll put the value of n into this formula to get the degree of freedom. Now 2 minus 1 and we will get the 1. So here the degree of freedom is 1. Now we will calculate or see the critical value of chi-square at 0.05 level of significance for 1 degree of freedom. Here in the question, the level of significance for the chi-square test p value is given, that is 0.05. Now we will see the critical value of chi-square at 0.05 level of significance for degree of freedom 1. And this is the critical value chart for chi-square test, and we have to see the critical value of chi-square at 0.05 level of significance for 1 degree of freedom. So this value is 3.84, and then we will write the critical value of chi-square at 0.05 level of significance for 1 degree of freedom is 3.84. Now we have to make a decision by comparing the critical value of chi-square test with our calculated value of chi-square test. Here the calculated value of chi-square is 0.605. 0.605, which is less than the critical value of chi-square test for 1 degree of freedom, that is 3.84. So the null hypothesis is accepted, that is we can say the variation is non-significant. Therefore the given data has good fit to the Mendelian ratio, that is 3:1.
This is all about the use of Pearson chi-square test for goodness of fit in genetics. If you have any queries and any doubt regarding to this lecture, you may write in the comment section. And thanks for watching this lecture.